Hey everybody, can you hear me? I'm trying to get this. Oh yeah. It'll be something different each time. How does it be different every time I try to do it? Alright, there we go. Alright, I can see what y'all saying now. Everybody doing alright today? Just wanted to get on here and see how everybody was doing. Hey Martini. Hey Hunter Dove. Y'all doing alright today? Hope everybody's had a good day. We've been busy with other stuff other than our farm stuff, so we haven't been able to do a lot of posting. My shop is in a mess. That's what we've been working on, one thing. Going good, bud. Everything's going good. We just piddling and helping my dad. He's had his camper over here working on it. Their house flooded during the flood, but he don't want to be on camera or on YouTube or nothing, so we've had to be helping him out a little bit behind the scenes, and because a lot of people don't like to be recorded. But we got some farming stuff coming right back shortly. We might actually get to baling some hay this week. We got some trying to make up for some of the one that we lost. Yep, we haven't. We did get a little teeny bit of rain yesterday. Nothing to amount to nothing though. But I'm so glad that we finally just about dry enough to go back to work. That fan's not making too much noise on that microphone on the for y'all, is it? I tell you for sure, the mosquitoes are terrible. I don't know if they do that way other places when a hurricane or something like that comes through, but the mosquitoes get so bad, you can't hardly do nothing outside. I just got through spraying the yard again with the little rig that I showed y'all the other day. The mosquitoes are terrible. I can't think of the name of that sickness that West Nile, I think is what they said on the news. They've gotten some confirmed cases right here close by us. I don't even know what it is, but it don't sound good. And it's hard to believe that there's children that's still out of school in our area. The agricultural guy told us the hay's a loss. I can feed some of it if I could feed it fast. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to give it away. So because I can't feed it that fast. We don't have enough cows. It would take us probably a month and a half or longer, 2 months to feed it. And it'll go bad before then, the ag guy's telling us. So I've been putting the word out to a couple of my local guys that have cows and stuff also, that if they want it, they can come get it. We'll help them load it or whatever. And I'd rather give it away than it go to waste and us have to burn it. If people, if they don't mind feeding it, then I'm just going to let them come get it and feed it up. But he did not tell me exactly what the white stuff was on the hay bale, bud. I think I'm going to meet him again tomorrow, and I'll try to remember to find out exactly what it was. The thing that concerned me was that there was manure out there. Got a good idea. Bills will make good compost for your wife. Lord have mercy. I hope she don't need that much. Yeah, I know it was some kind of mold. On the hay, I was just worried about it. You know, if it had any types of bacteria that was too high in the hay coming out of that hog house lagoon. It's right there beside that hay field. But he's telling me that, you know, if I can feed it within like a 4-week period from Thursday, to go ahead and feed it. So like I said, I think I'm just going to let all the guys know that I deal with to go ahead, and if they want it to come get it, we'll help them load it or whatever and go ahead and feed it. I just don't want it to go to waste, because if it goes to past that time, then I'm going to have to figure out how to burn it. And I don't want to have to burn that much. Hey, Alabama farmer. You doing all right? We got to load some cows up to go sell some too. Probably be making videos on that. Might do another round at the sale, how we did a while back. We didn't sell that day, we just went and watched, but I might record while we're selling then. There's not much going on in Alabama. We just talking about farming, how we're going to try to get some hay going again this week. And the hay that got wet, we're going to try to give it away to anybody local that wants it. We're going to give it to them to save from letting it go to waste, because I can't feed it fast enough. I don't have enough head of cows that I can feed it before it goes bad. Then chasing the bull, one of my bulls keep getting out and getting in my neighbor's pasture. I don't know if his bull's not doing the trick with the cows, or if my bull just likes them cows a lot. But we've been chasing him and loading him up, hauling him back across to our side lately a couple times. I don't know exactly how close Hunter is. I wish he did. I mean, if anybody's close, or y'all know somebody that is close and they want some, they can load it up, or we'll help them load it up. I think we're going to have a calf unexpectedly, somehow. That's right, yeah, you're a good ride from us. It won't even be worth it for you to come get free hay. I think there's like 60 over there altogether. There's that one line that I showed, and there's some on the other side of that farm that's joins up to where a guy that don't like us recording. So I don't record nothing on that side. Just trying to be respectful for the other people. Yeah, that's what I said. It probably won't be worth it for you to come that far to even get free hay because of the fuel costs. Yeah, we got a cow that's looking like she's going to calve here in the next month, maybe. And she got a bull got to her when they weren't supposed to somehow. So I'll be posting that one on here when it's on the ground. Trying to look I got a little cheat sheet wrote out there in front of me, so I can look at stuff to keep reminding myself something to talk about. I keep seeing a couple guys is getting snow and stuff already in their area. There's no snow here. It's still in the mid to upper 80s a day. Do any of y'all mosquito problems get bad when if the hurricane went close to y'all? Did it make y'all's mosquito problems get A lot worse. Yeah, they terrible here. I'll keep giving them a little drink though, if that'll keep them toned down enough. So y'all bale 60 bales on 6 acres, and holy mercy, that's a lot. That's 10 bales to the acre. What size bales are y'all doing? Yeah, Alabama farmer, what size bales are y'all doing? Just got a lot of rain. Yeah, that 60 rolls on 6 acres is a lot of bales. 4 or 5. That's still a lot. Coastal hay? What kind of hay do y'all do? Coastal? We got about 5 or 6 yearlings that we're going to go ahead and get rid of to lighten the hay load for the winter. I generally don't like to carry them. Take care, Martini, or Martin. It's hard to read that on my phone. Take care, buddy, and thanks for stopping in. Soybeans, Alabama farmer. Yep. Almost harvest time. We're going to try to go back over all of our hay. We probably got, we weren't going to cut some of it again, not to keep, we were just going to bush hog it to keep the pasture, to keep the fields clean, but now I think we're going to go back over it all. Hey Brad, how you doing, buddy? Well, we're going to just bush hog some of it, but now that we lost the hay, we're going to probably run back over it and bale it all up again. Try to get back all we can, and we're going to, like I said, we got 5 or 6 yearlings we're going to get rid of to lighten the hay load for the winter. And a couple guys that we do some custom baling for, we worked it out with them. We're going to get a little bit off of the balings for them, give them a little break on the money, and pick us up a few rolls of hay. I think we're going to be fine though. I think we're going to make out alright. Said a lot of people's a lot worse. A lot of people's lost their houses. My dad and my mom's house flooded. That's what I was doing earlier this week. Like I said, that's why we haven't been filming a lot. He had a camper over here, and I've been helping him work on it, but he don't want to be on film. I'd love to get him on here though. My dad is such a nut job. For a minute, it's done growing. Yeah, that was a lot of tonnage. I mean, that feed looked like out there, Brad, and that field you let them in the other day. You said yours was 4-legged harvesters and manure spreaders. Mine would have been the spreading for sure. They'd have been slinging it from fence to fence. 260. Okay. You almost got a custom job. Your mom went to the hospital, so you got twin siblings now? Whew, I'm trying to read y'all. When y'all talking back and forth to each other too, I just like reading it. Girls, oh boy, you in trouble. At our house, it's me, my wife, my son, and my daughter. And whoo, us boys catch the devil. I think I need to put another bathroom on my house too, just so I can use it when you have to. Them girls be in there. I told my daughter this morning, you could paint a car or truck faster than she can get ready to go to church or go somewhere. If you're gonna have 2 little baby girls in your house, that's gonna be interesting. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Now I'm about to knock the camera down. Alright, Hunter, that's fine, buddy. I think I found, if you still on here, Brad, I think I found me one of them, the street sweepers, the brush assembly off of it, like you got in the cow pen for scratching. I think I found one of them. I'm going to try to go back tomorrow and see if we can get it for sure. I've been working in the shop too, trying to get it cleaned up. So I can find something in here when I need it. Yeah, I did. I like that scratching thing when I saw yours. I've been on the look since then. And I finally run across one. Yeah, that's them welders behind me. We was in here, like I said, we've been working in the shop, or I have, trying to get it organized a little bit. I do a lot of work on, holy mercy, sorry y'all, about threw y'all off. We work on all of our vehicles and a couple other people's, my dad, my father-in-law's, and I don't know if y'all would like to see that kind of stuff, so that's why I don't show much of it. I just show, you know, on my truck or my son's some. Because I don't ever know what people want to see. And it's my farming channel, so I don't want to show working on cars all the time and get y'all on my back too much. Got still the black one. I want to start using the drone more when we're out doing stuff. It just makes it hard to get that footage tied in so I can use it. Watch whatever you put up. I appreciate that. I like the drone. Like I said, it's hard for me because I'm not computer and electronic savvy. I do almost all my stuff through my phone. And then when I use the drone, then I have to get that footage put into my phone. My son's 17. "17 years old. He's a freshman in high school." At that age, you know, he probably knows we got a DJI Spark. We got the Spark, and it's pretty easy to use. I mean, and it's not hard. I was expecting it to be harder to use, but it's not hard at all. All right, Brad. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. He's 2 years older than you. You 15. And y'all don't mess with cows no more, do you? Alabama farmer. I was gonna get a Phantom. I was gonna get like the Phantom 3 or something, or 3 Professional. But then when I got ready to do it, I couldn't find them, and I looked online and we read a lot of stuff about the Spark, and it seems to do pretty good. I know it. I'm sure there's a lot of differences in them. My granddad. Oh, okay. Your granddad's got 100 head of cows. Yeah, the Spark. It's like I said. It's pretty easy. It'll come right back to where it takes off, and a bunch of them on Amazon. Yeah, there's a bunch of them on Amazon and eBay. I wanted to fly during when the flooding and stuff, but the government, where you have to register them through FFA or whatever it is, where you register them, they kept sending me emails telling me not to fly. But everywhere online, I see people flying and putting the videos up, so I wouldn't fly it. I reckon the nice people finish last. You follow the rules and get left behind. Yes, it is a lot of money, and that's one reason why I don't use mine no more than I do, because I'm scared I'm gonna lose it. And if I'm by myself, I've launched it and put it in like track or follow me, and it'll follow me around and record, and then when the battery gets weak, it'll go back and land where it took off. But then I'll be running over I'll be watching it more than I'll be watching what I'm doing, scared that it's not going to go back or it's going to take off and fly away. So I try to have a second person there, my son or something, so I can keep an eye on the drone. A lot of people had real expensive ones, but not me. Like I said, shoot, we do most of our recording just on my phone. Like I'm on my phone now. Thought about getting a GoPro, so that way we could use it. Because now if I'm out filming and doing stuff, got a cheap one that does okay. Because now if I'm out working and using my phone to record, or got it set on a tripod, if somebody tries to get a hold of me, I don't know it. And sometimes it'll stop the recording when the phone gets a call, and it won't start back. Then when I get through and look at the footage, I don't have half what I thought I had. So I thought about getting a GoPro. Or I even thought about just buying another phone and using the phone just to record with. So just because that's what I'm used to using is the phone. I'm not used to the other stuff. I reckon once I do it a few times I would get used to it. What kind of cheap ones you get? Just like a Chinese brand one, just something off of Amazon or eBay? Alright, do that. Check it out. Does it take like a micro SD card? As long as it takes a card like that, I can still use it, I believe. Which I'm sure they probably all take some type of SD card. Alright. Well, fellas, I reckon hold on. The book says use a 32. I think that's what we're running our drone also. A 32 gigabyte. Alright, guys. If y'all got something else you want to ask me or talk about, shoot it up there and I'll continue talking. If not, I'm going to get off of here and call it a night. But if y'all got something y'all want to talk about, just put her up there and I'll try to talk about it. My wife had us busy yesterday working in the yard, cutting the bushes around the house, or trimming the bushes. We done that yesterday, my son mainly. I watched. Every job's got to have a supervisor. Where's that show at, Alabama Farmer? Louisville, Kentucky. When is it? If it's in cold weather, there's a lot better chance I could go. Yeah. I like to go to February the 13th through the 16th. That's right, I seen that in the Angus book that I get. The cattleman thing. I seen that dates now. Yeah. That's a long ways away. But I would like to go to something like that. We've got the state fair coming up. South Carolina State Fair coming up, and they have some pretty good ag stuff there. We'll probably go to that and do some recording, and I might do a live from there. They usually have some new equipment, stuff they demonstrating, and new stuff that's coming out for next year. But hey Mallard 5, you doing all right today? All right, Alabama, have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. You doing all right today, Farmhouse? We've just been chatting a little, talking about the hay and the mosquitoes and cows getting out, and to keep getting the bull out of the neighbor's pen. Now we think we're going to have a calf here in the next month or so that wasn't expected. Somehow the bull got her. We wasn't expecting it. Should get back to baling hay here. I'd like to get some done this week. Hey G4 Picks. Hey DLK. Hey, how y'all doing today? Yeah, our service is bad here everywhere, buddy. If you get good service here, you've got real lucky. Yeah, we just been chatting a few minutes, and it looks like new names I see now. So if I talk about the stuff again, y'all ain't heard it already, maybe. We're gonna try to get some hay baled maybe towards the end of this week. I'm gonna run back over it all, try to make up for the hay that we lost. I believe we're going to be alright. I'll try to get some calves loaded up. We're going to get rid of a few calves. Then that'll lighten the load on the hay for the winter. You're raking straw. What do y'all do with y'all straw? For bedding and stuff? And one of our crazy bulls keeps getting out, getting into a neighbor's pen with his cows. Small square. Yes, the time here now. I wish I had enough that we could sell for people to put in their yards and stuff. We normally sell hay for them for that, but this year we're gonna have to keep all the hay for the cows instead of selling it for people to put in the yard and set pumpkins on. We're gonna have to feed it this year, I believe. But yeah, that crazy bull keeps getting out, getting in the neighbor's pen with his cows. So I don't know if his bull's not working, not doing the job, or if my bull just likes them girls that much. But we're fixing to have to make a different fence for the divider, so that way my neighbor don't get tired of me. I told him next year he could just not bring a bull over there, and I'll just let my bull work them. You back, Hunter? Yeah, he can just not bring a bull, and I'll let my bull work his girls, and then I ain't got to worry about my bull breaking into his pet pasture. We was working on my dad had a camper over at our house, and we had it behind the shop. He was working on that all this past week. His house actually flooded during the flooding after the Hurricane Florence. And he don't want to be on no camera. I wish he would let me record him though. He'd make y'all laugh. I'd probably get banned off of YouTube though, because he would be out of control. But he didn't want to be on, so we worked a lot this past week off of camera. But there's kids in our area that's still out of school because of the flooding. Your grandpa's like that. Okay, Alabama, whenever I get off of the live, I'll get on Instagram and get a hold of you. And yeah, any of y'all guys on here, check us out on Instagram also. It's Gerrald Farms, the same name. Follow us on Instagram. I try to put pictures up on there during the day, what we be recording for that night. So generally during the day, you'll get a picture of what the video is going to be about for that night. We try to do that on Instagram. We just started with the Instagram a couple weeks ago. How about yeah, it's hard for me I gotten used to posting every day. And every day, for a while, I would post between 8 and 9 o'clock at night. Every day between 8 and 9 o'clock, we post, every day between 8 and 9, and now I'm used to doing that. And when the things are slowed down and the storm and we ain't able to do nothing, it's hard to not have nothing to put up. I'll be looking and looking for something to film. Is the water going your way? Yeah, the rivers is actually going down here now. They about got all the roads and stuff back open good in our area. So traveling's getting, good. In Conway, heading towards Myrtle Beach, they've still got a little bit of closures, and they built the National Guard, they built them barriers on Highway 501 to try to keep the Waccamaw River out of Highway 501. And I think they're gonna start tomorrow, maybe tearing all them barricades down. That's gonna be they put a lot of work in to keep that road open, and it's gonna be a lot of work to get all of that out of there. It was some kind of little metal cage system they put up. Then it's like a plastic bag that comes up, say 5.5, 6 foot high, with a metal cage in it. Then they take like front end loader skid steers and fill them things full of sand. They're probably 4 foot wide, 4 by 6 foot long, 4 foot wide, 6 foot long, by 5 or 6 foot high. And that thing probably runs a mile. That's a lot of dirt they're going to have to get out of that road. Hey Scott, Small Farming and Things, bud. You been doing all right? Yeah, that's a lot of dirt they put, and there's 2 of them. They put on that 4-lane road. They put 2 sets of them up so the people could drive in between them and keep 1 lane open in each direction. Keep that beach traffic flowing, I reckon. All them tourists has got to get down there and spend that money. So I reckon they can We've been doing good, Scots. Just working in our shop, trying to get it clean. Be good video. I think I fooled you. There's a couple different hunter dove on Instagram. Got time. Yeah, right now we got time. Like I said, we just piddling in the shop, getting it halfway organized. Benton. It says Hunter to Farmer. It also says Virginia Farming. Yeah, y'all check us out on Instagram too. Follow us. I want to get back to doing my videos every day. If we're able to, we will. If not, we'll post them as quick as we can when we do get them. Yeah, didn't one of y'all tell me before that you can do lives on some of the other platforms? What they say on all them other ones, y'all just mingle around and get to know each other. I think y'all done to know each other, most of you. Instagram, you can go live. And if you go live on Instagram, I do got one thing. Here, let me show y'all this. Hold on one second. Let me grab this. Let me try to see if y'all can guess what this is going to be. Can y'all? No, you can't see it. Let me back up. You can't. There you go. You can see it right there a little. What I'm wanting to do with that, I'm trying to make me figure out my angles and how it's going to pivot. I'm wanting to make put a 3-point hay spear on that end, sticking out that way. And this end will hook to my tractor on the 3-point hitch. And then there'll be a cylinder that goes from here to there, so you can pick your hay up. So that way you can pick your hay up and load it. You know, higher off of the 3-point hitch without. Yeah, the photos. Oh boy, I gotta get back over here and see if I can catch back up. Can go swipe over and do it. We'll say live. Yeah, I'm just gonna, like I said, I mocked it up out of wood first to try to see about my holes and to make it, excuse me, Chinese torture devices. Yeah, if you got caught in between it, it would be. Hey, farm work. You doing all right, buddy? I'm just sitting out here in the building chatting, and other people was chatting, and I'm reading theirs and just talking about a little bit of different stuff we got going on. Yeah, there is one without hydraulics, but all my tractors have, the old Internationals have a weird draft control. And it'll put a lot of pressure on the back of the tractor. And I'm just scared it'll break the back where your top link, your third arm hooks on your draft control. Yeah, like I said that, but they do make one. It's like a scissor action. I can't remember the name of it. Hello. I can't see your name there. What was that, Marcus Maddenville? I can't read your name, bud. It's so small on my phone, but how you doing? I'm glad you stopped in. I'd like to. So this winter we'll probably try to go ahead and make that out of steel and see if we can make that work. No, it ain't raining here. I got a fan blowing on me in the building. If you hear something, that might be what you hear, is the fan. I run a cylinder on my top link now. I run a cylinder on my top link now to pick my hay spear up, the 3-point spear. And I'm trying to figure out how I can show y'all my pictures on the wall without showing you something to get me in trouble. Hold on one second, guys. Let me see if I can turn this camera around. There goes, there's the door off of my first race car. Trying not to get my hand in front of the thing to block my signal and make the Wi-Fi drop out. I'm just going to zoom you by on. There was a little bit of race car stuff. DLK. Y'all like the racing? Yeah, I really enjoy racing myself. Yeah, that's what I like, is dirt track. I do watch NASCAR, but dirt track's where it's at for me. I really enjoy dirt track racing. You have a bodega. What do I need to hide? I ain't got nothing to hide. My shop's in a disaster. My shop looks like a hurricane coming in. We run everything we've ever run, other than when I first started, was an inline 6-cylinder Chevrolet, like a 250. And other than that, we've always run small block Chevrolets, 350 Chevrolets. Yeah, I like the small block Chevrolets. They're easy to build, don't cost a lot. Yeah, 350 is a good engine. And an easy engine to build. My buddy races dirt track. No, we don't use taxi cab blocks. We just use 350 steel blocks, 4-bolt mains. We was gonna put some footage up. I started back driving a couple, I don't know, 5-6 weeks ago, driving for another guy. I-96 Speedway. That sounds familiar. Very tempered. Yeah, I started about 6 or so weeks ago. I drove one for a guy. And actually we got in a bad crash. We got in a pretty bad wreck. But everything was good. Take care, Mallard 5, buddy. Glad you stopped in to chat with us for a few minutes. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram also. Or follow us on Instagram, not check us out. Where are you located at, DLK? Hey? I started racing when I was probably 9 years old. I started racing go-karts. Alberta. I raced go-karts from when I was 9 till I was probably 12, 13. It's a dirt track near Grand Rapids, Michigan, Canada. We started racing, like I said, when we was 9 to about 12. Then we got out, and I bought that car that y'all, if y'all on Instagram, that car I put a picture of on there today was my first car. And I probably got that car when I was 16. And then I raced up until I started back farming, actually. When I started back farming, we quit racing. You can waste just about as much money racing as you can trying to farm. Do 15 inch. Farm Fanatic does, what does he call his? A controlled spill planting? How does he plant his? Hey, farming for fun and profit. How you doing, buddy? a drill. Yeah, I know Farmall said his is a controlled spill. Is it better to plant them in your rows than drilling them like that? What's the benefit of planting them in a row versus drilling them? You doing all right today, Mr. David? Like and sub, we all farming. Populations and yields. Mr. David's he's not too awful far down the road from me. I'm gonna go to his place this winter when it gets cool. And I don't have a lot of work to do. I'm gonna go to his place and film his stuff. Get some of his ideals and try to sneak off with one of his tractors. When he ain't looking, bring one of them big John Deere's back to my side. All them tractors, you know he won't miss one of them. Wow. Yeah, things could always be better, but they sure definitely could always be worse too, Mr. David. Hey, Carl and Dawn at Homestead. Glad y'all stopped in. Just talking about a little bit of different farm stuff and why we don't have no bunch of videos right now. How the storms got us behind, but we hope to be back making hay videos here shortly. Yeah, I hope to go to Mr. David's place. What's his channel called? Farming for Fun and Profit. Yeah, I hope to go over there. I talked to him a couple times and he's a real nice guy, and I want to come see how their rebaling operation works. See if that's something that I would like to, because I roll mine out the hard way to rebale them by hand, and then re-tether it, re-rake it, and rebale it to get them, you know, through the winter as people need them. But it's hard to do without good weather. And I'm going to go check his out and see if that's something that we can duplicate on a whole lot less money scale. Oh yeah, Dylan is very close to me, Mr. David. Man, that took a long time to drive a combine. Almost to 135 subs. Growing faster than you thought it would, ain't it? It was a cotton picker. This is about time, because usually it messes my buddy up. A hurricane gets in his way about every year when they picking cotton. Then he can't finish his hay. You at 3:15. So I'm at 3:15, I reckon what you're saying. It's growing. I reckon I just needed to stay on these things longer, Because before I would give up quick and get off. I reckon I need to stay on here a little more. Alabama farmer, how many you got now? You need another cutting back. We've got to make more hay this year. But I mean, we've got the hay standing in the field, but you can't count the hay standing. Because if we don't make more hay, we will be in trouble. 170. Time flies on a live stream. Yep. It does, especially when there's people to talk to. When y'all guys come in and I can talk to some and y'all be talking to each other back and forth, and I'll talk to the ones that I can, and time does fly, and I love to talk. Matthew Twisted, you caught up bad last year. Y'all didn't get much off of Florence this year, though, did you, Mr. David? I think you told me y'all didn't get but 5 or 6 inches of rain. Don't we all? We was lucky this year. We didn't get no rain on any of our hay. But all of it, that one that's underwater, and all the rest of it's got, it got 20 inches on it in like a day or two. No, today on the road, everybody is in a hurry and got nowhere to go. Or that's why I always let my son, before he had license, I'd let him drive the truck. At least he's got a seatbelt in the truck. My daughter the same way. Before she got hers, I'd let him drive the truck and follow me on the tractor. People fly by you, come around a curve, 70 mile an hour. You can't see behind the stuff when you're turning, the hay balers and stuff. Dried out there. Yeah, it's dry here now, Scott. Like I said, we hope by the end of the week to be back putting hay on the ground. You slow down and make them follow behind you. Yeah, almost everybody here is in a hurry, or it seems that way. And they come by you, fly by you, and go 500 foot up the road and turn in a driveway and pass you in a curve. Thanks for all the subs. Yeah, it's really like a family on here. Like friends and all. You get to talk and just talk amongst each other. But I've learned a lot of stuff off of here though. We the same here in North Carolina. No respect. Yeah, that's bad when something tears up and it's in a curve. No, we don't get respect. They give us everything free. That's what I hear, that farmers get everything free. I don't know where they go get it at, but I need to go where I can get me some of it. Acres. For 7 weeks. People thought you was hitchhiking. No, but if there's anything out there, like I said, but I hear it all the time. Farmers get this, and they give them that, and they give them this, and I just don't know where to go. I must be in the wrong county or the wrong state. Mr. David might could tell me he's in my state. He might get all the help, all the free stuff. That's why I ain't seen none. I hope he knows I'm only picking. Yeah, and y'all young guys that's on here, like Hunter, I'm pretty sure you young. Y'all guys, when y'all start driving and be driving, please don't be on your phones. You know, don't be using your phones while you're driving. I be on my son and my daughter about that every day. But that's something that I see a lot of every day. If I go somewhere, I see people texting and stuff on their phones, and I ain't trying to be no party pooper and telling y'all what to do. I just don't want nobody to get hurt. Proud of you, buddy. Don't do it. Everyone says farmers get gas free. And property cuts. If any of y'all do know where a farmer can get free gas, please let me know. Gas or diesel. Some of our tractors burn gas still, and if I can get it for free, I need to know. We need to make a big video letting us other ones know where to get it. Thank you, Hunter, for never doing that. Yeah. If we can find free diesel or gas, y'all please let me know. Because if I find it, I will make a video telling y'all where to get it. If I find it first, I will put it on here. What you got now? Your permit? Tell all the farmers. Free gas. You got your permit. You've been driving on the farm a good bit, though, I'm sure. That's like my son. I know he knew how to drive. My son didn't even get his license until he was 17. He didn't want to go nowhere. Now he's burning up. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, now I can't keep him home. Hold on. You need help rebuilding your pickup head on your baler? What kind of baler you got? Yeah, I put that. Take care, DLK, buddy. I appreciate you stopping in. I'm trying to read these so I don't miss them. First welder was just what you got. See it behind you, a 225. Yep, the 225. Where's my camera located? That was mine. And that's a 235 that my son just got for his first welder. He's going to be starting welding school here shortly. You can basically go IH37. November the 24th. Yeah, my birthday's in November too. Where are you at? Farm Work 686. Where are you located? Born on Thanksgiving. I like to eat. I like to eat on Thanksgiving. I love to eat. See there, look. Two young farmers. Yep, family. Yeah, the picture I put on Instagram today, I think I was in my teens in that picture that I put on our Instagram with our first race car in Michigan. I can't go that far. You can come here and I'll help you work on your header. It's bent and keeps. Clean his mind well. Yeah, 9 certifications. My son was wanting to do underwater welding. I was kind of scared of that. I was hoping that he would just be a normal welder. Yeah, my son can weld good. What I call farm welding. Not no, because I learned to weld in high school, and on the farm, I was raised on a farm. I learned to weld there and in high school, and I've showed him what little bit I know, but he already knows a lot more about the technical side than me off of YouTube, watching other guys and stuff on YouTube. I can put 2 pieces together that hold. Grinder and paint makes me the welder that I ain't. Yeah, I can put stuff together to hold, but now whether it would do all that X-ray and or sonic testing and all that, there you go, gorilla weld. That's exactly what we do sometimes. As long as it holds and gets the job done. Middle son's a pipe welder. But that's above ground. That ain't underwater weld or nothing, is it? I've never learned how to braze. Y'all, let me grab a cord and plug this thing up. It's about to die. I'll be right back. Got to put some juice to this thing. My battery's about dead. Did it ding? Alright, I'm back. Y'all, I'm sorry I'm putting my hands all over this camera. I'm trying to see if it's actually charging. If it's charging good, if it cuts off, y'all, I'm sorry. What did I do now? There we go. Like and sub. Yeah, y'all like and sub. Check everybody else. Y'all check each other out. Because it's hard to keep up with each and every one. But I do try. I try to respond to every comment that I get. It does get hard sometimes. Because sometimes there be a lot. Is the screen, is it back normal now? Now it's back. It's probably trying to save power. Is it back full screen now, Alabama? Yeah, a torch will take two pieces apart. It's back for you, G4 Picks good. Every time I do a live, y'all, it's different. Like last time I had to press this button to make it show me that, and this time that button wouldn't do it, and then blah blah blah. It's like every time it throws you another little obstacle. What the Farming for Fun say? Alpha Charlie. How long has this thing been going, y'all? 'Cause I don't see nowhere to see it on my end. Yeah, I don't have no way of knowing, and I'm scared if I touch the screen again, it's gonna mess it back up. Loud and clear. 1 hour. Carl and Don. Farming for Fun and Profit. Do you think y'all would miss one of them John Deere tractors if I brought it over here? Yeah, we've got my son's got a Craftsman 1/2 inch. And it works real good. The only problem with it is the batteries. The batteries are no good on the Craftsman one. But it's been in several of the videos that we've done. We used the Craftsman 1/2 inch. I think it's actually, it was sitting right over there. I said it works good. The only problem is the batteries don't hold up. And that's what I thought. So when I come up there, when it cools off, I'm gonna make sure I bring a trailer so we can sneak one of them back. Your son might not like that though. A big trailer. Well, if I need one that big, I might have to use y'all's trailer to haul the tractor home. Yeah, I ain't sure if Earthquake's the one that I saw, but I saw one online, and it was but I think that's probably not what I saw. I think that was a Harbor Freight one, but that thing had like crazy foot-pound of torque and was a lot less money than a DeWalt. I want me a cordless grease gun. I bought a 2755 John Deere front end loader. 4-wheel drive. Okay, well that is the one, that Earthquake, then that is what I saw. Yeah, that thing has got it's got way more torque than like the DeWalt, the Snap-on, and Milwaukee's and stuff. I've got some tools from Harbor Freight. We've got a Harbor Freight in Dillon, about 20 minutes from us. Some of the stuff, we've got some stuff that work good from there, and some of the stuff don't. But when you do get to want to figure out what works and don't work, and you can save yourself a lot of money compared to some of the other stuff. I don't even remember the price now, but the video said, and it was a lot of difference. No, we just use a regular grease gun end. Going to show you all my favorite cordless grease gun, cordless drill. I'm sorry, I'm reading that thing like Krispy Kreme. Me and my wife pick on each other. We see something and one reads one thing and another one reads something totally different. We turn around and go back, and whoever's wrong, we'll say we was Krispy Kreme reading. Hook it onto your truck battery. Alright, Hunter. I tell y'all a little crazy story that my dad done one time. As I said, I got to get my dad to get on here. Y'all, he will have y'all laughing so hard. I remember when I was young, we needed air to blow something off at work. And the work van we had, the air conditioner didn't work on it. And he somehow hooked a quick chuck onto the air compressor of that old van. Y'all, that thing will pump a lot of air somehow. I don't know how he done it. I was young. So them grease gun, here I go. I'm probably fitting to mess all y'all up. Glass time. A lock and lube, that's what I was looking for. So the lock and lubes is like 30 bucks. But there is a couple fittings on the 574 and 464 and 504 gas tractor. It's hard to get to. Back that smiles back. Trying to most early trucks and cars used the York 2-cycle. Well, evidently that's what that old Ford van had. Like I said, that thing will pump up a tire very quick. What kind of cordless grease gun do I need? What do y'all think? This winter we'll probably, while I was waiting on y'all to tell me what kind of grease gun. This winter we're probably gonna do some maintenance work on the bailers. We've got a little bit of rust in the back of the square bailer where the pickup puts it in for the tines to grab it and carry it over to the bell chamber. We've got a little bit of rust on there. We might try to see if we can work on that this winter. Give us something to do in the shop. I think you asked that the Alabama farmer, but my oldest one is we've got a a 140. The Cub, the A is probably the oldest that we have. And it runs great. It just still smokes. We still ain't figured that out. Still having issues with it. Generally, I can figure out what we got going on with something. Between me and my dad, he's got a lot of knowledge, but that A is putting it on us. Yeah, we got a 140 also at my dad's. And we got a 504 gas. You got an A that hasn't run in 27 years. If it's been not gotten water in it, it probably won't be hard to get it running. They are super easy to get to run, generally. I think our A was made during the Depression because it's got some weird serial number tags and stuff on it. And the oil filter on ours is different than any of the other ones, and all the other A's and Super A's and 100s, 120s, 130s, 140s, and all carried the same oil filter, but our A's got a lot longer oil filter. I don't know what the deal is. I like the older tractors because they are easier to work on and they don't have none of the computer stuff. But it is getting harder to sit in that sun out there all day. Alright, buddy. If we ain't here, we'll see you on the next one. Yeah, like I said, I like the older tractors. They're easier to keep going and working on. But I want a cabbed in tractor, so we can have that air conditioner. What was that, Scott Small Farmers? Take out plugs and put oil, let it soak on the JDA. I don't quite know what. If you're talking about the A of mine, we did put new plugs in it. There's a old trick to resealing the rings. Oh, okay, Scott. Yeah, y'all was getting my attention there talking about resealing the rings with something I could pour in there, and that's because I would try it. Hold on, I'll be right back. Back, guys. It ain't no Bud Light. Beer commercial. Oh, see there, I'm messing it up again. Beer commercial, Bud Light. I'll call you. I'll try to call you tomorrow, Mr. David, and get you to tell me the more details on that, whatever he done. Because that'll be for an interesting YouTube video. If it's something we can pour in there, I'll show it smoking, and then we'll video doing it and video the after. Because right now it ain't no good, so we'll try it. Try it and see if it helps out. I had to go out there and beat the mosquitoes off my dog, y'all. That's what I was doing. Mosquitoes had my little beagle picked up. Was flying off with him. Will it work on the diesel? He's talking to you, Mr. David. I think. I don't know if you're snake oil or work on a diesel tractor. Any of y'all interested in seeing a video building a motor, say a small block Chevy, a 350? If any of y'all interested in that, How many acres we got? I think we're doing, last year we done like 115 acres of hay. And that was too much for me and my son. I think we're doing like 75 or 78 acres this year of hay. 115 acres was too much for us too. So you think that would be cool? Well, I've got a couple guys that I still help build motors for their dirt track cars, and I might let y'all film that. This building a motor to me is real interesting. There's a lot of little tricks and stuff you can do to get free power out of a yeah, like I said, there's tricks and stuff you can do to get and gain free horsepower without spending money on the inside of your motors. At a Ford dealership. If I had a brand new one, I know what they would do, Mr. Davis. They'd give me another one. $500 acres. What kind of vegetables do y'all grow? Because I eat about all of them. And we mess around with the eBay and Amazon. I'll both do 500 acres. I hate to know I have 500 acres of hay to do. That would burn me up, burn me out. But we're really thinking about We just couldn't do 500 acres. Not without different equipment. Like I said, 115 acres is all we could handle. I eat tomatoes, I eat okra, I eat squash, I'll eat a few cucumbers. Peaches are good, strawberries are good, cantaloupes. My wife and youngest could probably eat all the watermelons you grow. I'll eat a little bit of watermelon, I don't eat a lot. We put up okra last weekend. I think we got about 10 or 15 pounds. 9 tractors and 8 trucks. We really want to do some corn next year though. I'm really toying hard with the growing a little bit of corn to try to do some silage and some dry corn for feed too. I want to try that because we've got more land to work that we could do some row crops on. We just try to grow slow though. We've been growing slow and try to limit our gamble so that way when something crashes that we can minimize the loss trying. I know that ain't always the proper way, but it's what works for us. 50 acres of pumpkins. But y'all in Alabama, dang. Because I actually been looking for somewhere to buy pumpkins to sell for right, you know, in like 2 weeks from now we want to start having them. A buddy of mine's got a tire store that's in a good location. He's wanting to sell some pumpkins and hay bales and corn stalks. No, you can't start at the top. It gets hard staying on the bottom too though. But no, I don't feel like we're still on the bottom. I'm proud of what we do. And what we do with no more than we have to do it with. Hanging in the middle. Alright guys, so I see y'all two hunter dove and Alabama farmer. I'm fixing to get off of here and I'm going to go on my Instagram and I'm going to try to do a live just to see if I can figure out how to do it. Will y'all go to that so I can see how it's going to work and try to figure it out? You sell them by the pumpkins. Yeah, but I don't know. How long will it take me to get to Myrtle Beach? Because I'm close to Myrtle Beach. Alright, I'm fixing to end this and I'm going to my Instagram. I'm going on my Instagram and I'm going to look where I put a picture at and it's going to have a live button and I'm going to mash that and see what happens. Appreciate it, guys, and maybe I'll see y'all on Instagram in just a minute.